Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man X. In the last episode, we got a lot accomplished. We took down 2 bosses, picked up 2 capsules from our good friend the Ghostly Man. We were able to pick up 2 heart containers, and we got 2 sub-weapons. In this episode, we're going to take on 2 more bosses, and pick up some pretty neat items as well. The first boss we'll be taking on is Spark Mandrill, and we'll be following that up with Armin Armadillo. Like Flame Mammoth stage from the last episode, Spark Mandrill stage is actually changed a bit due to the fact we've defeated Storm Eagle. In this stage, the floor of this initial part, these glass tubes, if we had not defeated Storm Eagle, they would be filled with electric sparks that run down the length of them. Now these sparks, they're pretty quick moving, and they will take 2 bars of energy away from Mega Man each time we're hit. So that can cause problems if you haven't defeated Storm Eagle first. So that's something to keep in mind if you're playing along or if you're going to play, but choose a different order of the stages than I did. Now, before we get into the mini-boss here, I just wanted to tell you a little story, which is kind of funny. So, today in my political science class, we're reading Machiavelli's The Prince, and Cesare Borgia is one of the main examples that Machiavelli uses throughout the book. And for those of you who may be familiar with Assassin's Creed, you'll know that Cesare is one of the main antagonists of Brotherhood. So my political science teacher put me on the spot today because he caught me texting in class, and he tends to not like that for good reason. So he asked me some historical background on Cesare Borgia that's actually not in the book itself. He was asking me some detailed questions about how he died and his age and his youth. And I actually knew the answer, but not because I had been educated on it before, but because in Assassin's Creed they give you a rather detailed bio of Cesare Borgia's true life rather than his life in the Assassin's Creed canon. So that was pretty cool. My teacher was impressed, and he asked me where I had learned it, and I lied to him, and I just said I had read about him before. But anyway, so this mini-boss here, this is actually another part of the level that's changed because we beat Storm Eagle. He'd have a laser attack if we hadn't beaten Storm Eagle. This part where he sparks and plugs into the ceiling, he would be able to shoot a laser at us that does a good chunk of health. But without that, he's a breeze, and we're bye. Now, another thing I want to mention about this stage is, as we saw earlier, it will turn dark, and the floor and the ceiling will go pretty much invisible. Now, this part's not hard because there's no pits in this one section. There's pits in the other sections. It's more just annoying because the large concentration of enemies makes it very hard to find safe ground between these biker enemies and the mounted turrets. My advice is just take it slow. There's no need to rush, and you'll be able to get through with only taking a couple hits. And in fact, if you're not me when I'm trying to let's play, you'll probably get through without taking any hits at all. So now we're through that section, and we're coming up on the heart container in this stage, which is very easy to miss. So right here on this bridge, you see the ladder going down. You don't want to go down right away. You're going to want to hop up this side wall, and you can see the heart containers very cleverly hidden in this little nook up here. And we're going to pick that up, and that is our 3rd heart container. So now we're just going to climb down this ladder here, take it slow, let these bikers come across you, and their turning radius is not very good. As you can see, they slide a little bit. So the easiest way to beat them is just jump over them, and then let them slide under you, and then when they're trying to spin around, just blast them with a charge shot. I forgot about that. Those little, fish-looking enemies appear in the same locations every time. So if you're quick and you can memorize where they appear, you can dodge them. I just, for some reason, simply not capable of dodging them no matter what I do. But with that, we've reached the boss. Now, Spark Mandrill. If you don't have Shotgun Ice that we got from Chill Penguin in the first episode, this is a hard boss fight. But if you do have Shotgun Ice, this boss fight is a joke. And that's because you freeze him. You freeze him solid, and you can continue to freeze him solid as long as you time your shots right. So you can effectively keep him from doing a single attack the entire boss fight if you time it right. As you can see, I shot it a little early, so he unfroze. But even then, as long as you keep him frozen for most of the fight, it's not even fair. And with that, Spark Mandrill is down, and we're now halfway through the 8 Robot Masters. I mean, this is a pretty quick game. The main reason this game takes longer to beat for newer players is that if you're dying a lot, you're taking game overs, and you're not picking up weapon upgrades, health upgrades, upgrade capsules. It can be difficult, but if you know where all those things are, and you know which bosses to beat before which bosses, this game does not take long to get through. So, now that we're through the 4 Robot Masters, we're going to go on to our 5th level, which is Armin Armadillo. Now, Armin Armadillo is probably my second favorite stage. It's the minecart level in this game, and it's really fast-paced, really frantic, and it's exciting, and it introduces one new enemy who I'll show you, but you have to be careful of him because he's a one-hit kill. So as you can see, we're already on a minecart, and we're already flying through the first part of the level, and these bats, you want to destroy them quickly because if you, as you can see there, they easily pile up on the screen, especially if you're moving back and forth to dodge them. They'll respawn in a heartbeat, and it's very easy to have them pile up on the screen and just cause nightmares. So now, we're already to our first upgrade in this level. To get this upgrade, you're going to want to slide down this wall, wait for this Mine Smasher to smash through the wall, and then get behind him. And that's going to allow you to pick up the sub-tank. Now, this Mine Smasher, as I was referring to earlier, he's a one-hit kill if you get caught under his arms. So, you're going to want to get behind him whenever he appears. The other reason you're going to want to get behind him is both times that he appears, you're going to be able to pick up an upgrade if you're fast. Like I'm going to show you how to do. So, I keep the Fire Wave on through most of this stage because it instantly kills the bats, and it makes it easy to kill the hard hats too because you don't have to time your shots as well because the Fire Wave is just a constant string. Now these wheels, they get annoying. I'm not gonna lie, because if you're with the Fire Wave, this is the one negative. Because if you're jumping in the air to fight the bats, the wheels can come under you, sneak under your Fire Wave, and hit you. Like I'm taking a couple hits here from those. But this level's not a challenge at all. If the main part is this part with the minecart. A couple times the spikes will sneak up on you. Like right here, if you don't jump off quick, you could fall on the spikes. If you're not expecting to slam into a wall. And here we're going to get our second upgrade in the level. To get this one, you're going to want to slide down this wall, slide to the back, and then you're going to want to, you have to defeat this Mine Smasher enemy really quickly, because you need to jump on this side wall right here. If he comes through before you do, and you can't defeat him before he gets to this point, he'll knock these walls away, and you won't be able to jump up high enough to get up there and access heart container number 4. So yes, we've now picked up half the heart containers in the game. Pretty cool. So another minecart stage, and this is the final stretch of the level. You can either, I probably should have switched to the X-Buster right away, but at this point it doesn't matter, because you can just destroy these birds in front of you fairly easy with the Flame Wave as well. Another energy pickup to help fill up our sub-tank, and we're now to Armin Armadillo. Armin Armadillo's weakness is Electric Spark that we picked up from Spike Mandrill. Now, I know I didn't really show Spike Mandrill's attacks because I froze him the whole time, but I'll probably link a video in between the end of the Robot Masters and the beginning of the end game, just showing a couple things that I couldn't actually show because of the order I played the game. Like I'll show his stage normally, Flame Mammoth stage normally, or probably just clips of the beginnings of those stages, just so you can get a better idea of what the game could look like if you play differently than me. Now, Armin Armadillo is very easy if you have Electric Spark, very hard if you don't. Because he'll have the armor on until you hit him with the first Electric Spark, if you don't have this weapon, you have to time your shots perfectly, because you can't hit him while he's rolling, you can't hit him while he's got his arms crossed around his chest, and the only time you can hit him is right when he releases those projectile shots, and if you miss by even a fraction of a second, he'll absorb the shot and send it back at you, which is something I'll probably show in that bonus video I just alluded to a second ago. Now, we're through 2 Robot Masters already. Those are 2 of the quicker stages in the game because we have to backtrack. So, to fill up a little more time in this episode, I'm actually going to backtrack to an earlier level. We're going to hop back into Chill Penguin's level, actually, to pick up a heart container that we couldn't pick up our first run through. Now, what's nice about this game, like a lot of other games of its genre, if you come in back into a level you've already beaten, you don't have to beat it again. You can just start select out, which is nice. It just makes it a little easier to backtrack to pick up items you may have missed. And again, I really like this stage, so I don't mind coming back too much, especially since we don't have to go through the whole thing. We have to go through a little more than half to get the heart container. And again, we've already been here, so I don't really have to talk about the stage. So I'm just wondering how you guys are doing. As I alluded to earlier today, class was pretty good. Although I had 3 classes today, and I had to get up really early. My Tuesday schedule is far less fun than my Monday schedule, because I've got a 9 a.m., a noon, and a 3 in the afternoon, and it's just when you don't get much sleep, because I've been playing a lot of Old Republic the last couple nights, so I'm a little tired, but it's all good. So, unfortunately, we don't get to see Ghostly Man again. We're not going to see him till a long time from now. Actually, the last Robot Master that we take on is the next and last time we'll see Ghostly Man. But we're just going to continue through the stage here. As I was saying, a little tired, and had 4.5 hours of class today, and I got a bit of work to do tonight. Some economic stuff. I have to write a bit of code for my advanced Java class. And so after this, I'm going to be hitting the books pretty bad. Now, the heart container I alluded to is up top here. We're going to pull out our Flame Wave, and it's just melts that igloo in moments. And there's the heart container. Now we now have 5 of 8. So we're more than halfway to full health, which is pretty cool. I'm actually going to finish the level here, just because I like playing it, like listening to the music, so you guys can just jam along. I might actually cut the commentary here and fast forward, so if I do that, well, you won't be hearing this, but if I don't, then you're going to hear me deciding whether I should do that or not. But anyways, we're back to the end of the level, and what's kind of cool is you do go through the boss doors, but instead of the boss reappearing, you'll see that his stage is empty, and Mega Man just does his triumph pose and teleports away. And the stage is beaten once more. You get a new code again because we picked up our 5th heart container. And that's going to be it for Let's Play Mega Man X today. So, thanks you all for watching, and I'll see you next time when we take on the first and only water stage in the game. Thanks for watching. See you guys later.